Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Mohammed Irfan, turn on your video. So we were seeing which topic? Constraints, right? Constraints.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Before moving on to this particular topic, over to the noble Nevin. Yes. Your turn. Sharath is not there. Okay. Yes, Nevin.
Now you need to enable share screen.
Oh, sure, sure. I called you, but you were silent. Irfan. Just a moment. Okay. All the best.
Today I'll be presenting a seminar on select queries. So for selecting a record, the select statement allows us to send queries to table and it helps us to fetch the desired record. It can be used to select both horizontal and vertical subset. For selecting everything in a record, you have to say select star from employee table. So you can select everything in the table.
Just a moment. Then why did you share the screen?
To show,
Just-
I don't have the PowerPoint, it's not working. It's not working for the computer, that's it.
So you can stop share screen and you can say everything. Then later example only you can share the screen. Stop sharing. Yes. Continue.
For selecting desired columns, you have to select employee number, then name from employee EMP. And for changing the order, you have to check select department, and same thing applies over the name from employee. And if you want to know the distinct keyword, you have to do select distinct, then you need to mention which group you want to select. So it will display only that group, and it won't show the ones even the like uh,
Without duplication, only the unique entries.
without duplication. And this between allows us to specify a range of values to search in any column. It is used with AND clause and it will include specified values during searching. So for example, if you're doing select star from employee, a salary between 18,000 and 3,000. They will show the values between the number. They'll show which all are applicable to that and only highlight that. Then in in allows to specify list of values in which searching will be performed. It will return all those record that matches any value in the given list of values. It can be thought as an alternative of multiple ORs. Select start from employee where department in sales it. Then we have the like statement thing, which is with where. Like allows us to search based on pattern. It is used when we don't want to search an exact value or we don't know the exact value. And we only know the pattern of the value, like name starting from any particular letter or ending with and containing any particular letter or word. So when you're putting percentage, like select like where like percentage, then a and percentage again. So which all letter starts with a will be displayed as a list. For if you select from employee number, all the things starting with A will come back. If you put B, everything starting with B will also show. Or if you select a special word like what is it? Like manager and everything displayed manager will show up on the screen. It'll be shown. Then there's null. Null is used to compare values and column because null is not considered as a value, so we cannot compare with equal to sign. So to compare with null, SQL provide is null. select staff from employee where salary is null. So display the ones which are not being paid. And so then that's it, right? I'm finished.
Now you can share the screen, and if you want to show some example.
Example now.
No. Okay.
For the distinct keyword, if you say select star, then dist, and you can type in the 32 and all the values which are having 32 will be shown. Like only that. You don't do that shit.
Distinct. Select distinct.
No,
Distinct age, isn't it?
yeah,
What do you
distinct
mean? Distinct age from teacher.
from the age column.
From teacher. So what will happen? What will be the result?
So if you type in the distinct age, all the ages 34 will be displayed
30.
with showing the thing name.
No, distinct is used to display the distinct values. See, if the question is select distinct department from teacher, select distinct department from teacher. So what will be the display level?
Distinct department from teacher.
From teacher, yes.
So if you type computer, all the teachers which are doing in computer will be shown.
No, I didn't have a condition like computer. I just wrote a query, select distinct department from teacher.
Distinct department from teacher.
Teacher. So simply if I write select distinct department from teacher, what will be the result, Reina? Select department from teacher.
Might be star, select star.
My query is select distinct select department from teacher.
It will display all the departments.
Very good. Which are departments it will show? Computer,
Computer, history, maths, history,
maths, history,
and
computer, maths.
maths.
Okay. Nevin, everything will be displayed. You can see computer repeated twice, history thrice, maths thrice. Okay. All the values will be taken. If you write, select distinct department from teacher, then what happens? The display will be, Nevin, computer, history, math. That's all. It will check for computer how many times it's repeated? 2 times. So only one will be taken. Duplicate values will be removed. So one computer. History, Vithul. Good attempt, but it was a share screen, Vithul. I saw it. Okay, so computer. See, he has to write the exam by his own. You won't be there for helping him. If it is online examination only, can do some help. It's offline, no helping. So let him study by himself. Okay, computer once. History, how many times repeated? 3. So from the 3, only one value is taken. That is history once, maths once. So the result will be computer, history, maths. So hope you understood to whom you should ask for any doubt clarification. So got a new friend and a tutor in your IP class. So any doubts you can, he will be redirecting you for right answers and all. Not for in the examination, during the examination. for homeworks, and if you have any doubts, you can call him, you can ask. Okay. Then continue, Neville.
Okay. Then using where clause, select star where from department. I'm sorry, salary,
Select
which is less
stop.
than
Stop share screen, Nevin. I think still you not get the proper idea of writing queries. Am I right, Nevin?
open. I'm announced an open it.
So let's continue with the constraints. So let's see that. So Meghna, where we have reached Meghna.
The foreign key table.
Okay. Okay. This one, right? We stopped with this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's our right.
Yes.
What about this? No.
Yes, we discussed this.
Now, next one is there are two types of constraints. You can note down two types of constraints. One is column level constraints, another one is table level constraints. Table level constraints and column level constraints. So you can see in this example, everyone listen carefully. Nevin especially, listen. Create table visitor VID int primary key. You can see this constraint is given just after the declaration of the data type and the column name. This is the column name. This is the data type and the constraint. So we are giving the constraint just after the declaration of column name. Then it is called as column name constraint. In the column definition itself, we are specifying it. Then it is called as column name constraint. And table name constraints mean create table visitor VID int. This is not that. Comma. VID int, comma. We're not specifying any primary key. V name varchar 20, comma. Later, after all the declarations, after all the column declarations, definitions, we will write primary key VID. So this particular thing is not there. Any doubts? Hello? Any doubts in this column level constraints and table level constraints? Asking you. Any doubt? What was that Anthony? Hello?
No, ma'am.
Not out. What's your video? Okay. Then, so if you want, you can specify a name for the constraint. See this example that we have seen it already. Create table training, okay? EMPNO int, that you know. Training name, varchar 20, start date, end date. And we are planning to make this EMPNO as foreign key. So either you can write without this. As I told you before, this is a correct statement. Foreign key EMPNO references ABC Limited in bracket EMPNO. If you want to specify a name for the constraint, then you have to specify with a keyword constraint. Constraint is the keyword. And what is the constraint name? What is the constraint name given here? My F key. You can give any constraint name. It's not compulsory that you need to give the same constraint name. You can give it as any constraint name. You can specify. References ABC Limited EMPNO. Constraint key, foreign key in bracket EMPNO. Clear, Donna?
Yes, ma'am.
Donna, now tell me, so we are not ending it here. I want to create another constraint, comma. Whose mic is on?
Another MPNO.
No, no. Let me tell you. Wait. We can give training name. We can give a default value for training name. So how can we write with constraint name? Comma. Yes, Donna.
Comma.
No, you have to start with constraint, a new constraint name. Say for
Default.
no, you need to specify constraint. One name should be there. Okay. Constraint C key. So the name of the constraint is C key. Not C key. We'll write as a default constraint, right? Default constraint. This is a constraint name, DC. Then what is the constraint?
DC
No,
bracket.
default. Specify the training name. Training name. Default. Space. You can give specify default value as sample. Close the bracket, semicolon. So this is another example of giving a constraint name. So always constraint name should start with a keyword constraint. Just a moment. Is that clear, Nevin?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Then Nevin, turn on your video. Question. Give one more constraint for start date. By default, the date is January 1, 2021. So
Trap date.
start date, a constraint to start date, comma.
Create table visitor.
Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
See the slide. Everything is given. Create table command is given. You just need to add a constraint. How to add a constraint?
Is it with end primary?
Anthony.
Constraint
Very good. Constraint.
DC
See, DC is already given. You can't give another name as DC. Duplication is not allowed. So DC1, you can write DC1. Which column?
training
Which column?
start date
Ah, very good. Start date. Then
default
2021 1 bar 1 0 1 0 1. Okay. Close the bracket, semicolon. In that way, you can add different constraints. What kind of constraint it is? Grishma. Table constraint or column constraint?
What from I didn't understand the question.
Hmm? Here question is it column type constraint or column level or column
Table.
level?
Table.
My table level constraints. Very good. I think some problem with the audio. Table level constraints because all the constraints are defined after the definition of all the column names and data types. Okay. Hope it is clear to you, Vidhul.
yes ma'am.
So then it is clear to Devin also. Any others? Any doubt in this, Amalraj? Anna? Sana? What happened yesterday, Sana? I mean, last previous class?
Power was not training.
See, if you miss one class, you won't be able to, follow the next thing because it's a continuation. And your mark distribution, don't forget, the mark distribution is 25 out of 70 from this unit. And it is easy also. Okay, that you know it already. If you want to get the structure of the table, then the command is DESC ABC limiter. Or we can write another method DESCRIBE describe ABC limiter. That is also correct. If you want to get the structure, table structure, then you can write the command. This command can be written. Finished? Now, another important thing is this. Now, listen carefully. There is a table called EMP. Okay. And you have added 5 rows. You have inserted 5 rows into EMP table. Is that clear? So there is a table called EMP and you inserted 5 rows, 5 tuples. And after that, the next thing you have to do is create a copy of EMP. And create another table which consists of all the values of EMP. How to create it? Create another table which consists of all the values of EMP. Let the table name be EMP1. How to create it? Meenakshi, any idea? Usually what you need to do, create table EMP1 in brackets, isn't it? EMPNO space int comma EMP name varchar etc etc. Then you start writing insert into EMP1 in bracket, sorry, values in bracket. Then insert into EMP1 values. Next row, next row, next row, next row. Isn't it? That is a one way. So there is a shortcut for doing that. That's what we are going to see here. The shortcut is create table. What do we set the name as? EMP1 as select star from EMP. So what do you need to write? Create table EMP1 as select star from EMP. What's the meaning of this? We have already created a table EMP and we inserted 5 rows. So that means you have a table called EMP. And 5 rows you inserted. Then the teacher told you, say for example, practical examination time, create another table with the same values, Reina. Then teacher thought that you will do it by writing create statement again, insert query again. But what do you need to do? You need only one statement. What is that? Create table EMP1. That means you're creating a new table. How you're creating a new table? As select star from EMP. So what will happen? This statement, select star from EMP, means all the values will be selected. And it will be joined with the create table command of EMP table. And now you can see if you write select star from EMP1, you can see exactly the same copy of
EMP.
EMP. Is that clear, Anjo?
Ma'am.
Here the example is create table XYZ Limited as select staff from ABC Limited. So ABC Limited is the old table and the newly created copy of ABC Limited is XYZ Limited. If you are selecting everything and if you're creating a new table, then it is called as full copy. What is called as? Full copy. Copying fully. And the previous example, EMP table is there and you need to create EMP1. But there is a condition. That is, the condition is that you don't need all the columns. You need only EMP, NO, and name in new table. Then you can write create table, EMP1 as select EMP in no, comma name from EMP. So we are creating with only 2 columns. Clear? Then it is called as selected column copy. What is it called as? Selected column copy. The last one is we have a condition, where condition. We need the details of only the employees, those who are working in IT department. Then create table, IT table as select staff from ABC Limited where DPT is equal to IT with a condition. Then we'll call it as selected record copy. What do we call it as? We'll call it as selected record copy. Copy down. If you have any doubt regarding this particular slide, ask me. Don't hesitate, ask me. Lydia, clear?
Ma'am, last one. Once more.
Selected record copy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, selected record copy means, see, the first one is full copy. That you understood, right? Second one is specified column only. Third one is with a condition. See, there's this table called student, and you want to make a rank list table. So your values are there in student table. So what you will do? You can create like this. Create table rank list as select star from student where grade is equal to A1. Now what will happen, Lydia? Rank list table will consist of
Grade.
all the student details who got grade
A1.
A1 only. Understood? So you're selecting few records and you're creating a copy. That is why it is called selector record copy. So you got all the list of students who got A1. So you don't have to search and create another table manually. You can directly write the statement. So you will get the rank list. Another table will be created as rank list. Later you can take a printout of this rank list table. Okay? Is that clear? Everyone, any other doubts? Reina?
No,
Any
ma'am, it's clear now.
clear? So that's all for today. Not today. One more period is there, right? What time? One more period? One more class is there, right?
11:35.
11:35. So that time we will see alter table command. Okay, more about alter table command. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.